Hi guys, Alex here from Drayton's. Here we've got an Audi A6 Saloon 1.8 TFSI SE Executive S Tronic, finished in brilliant black gloss paint. All the wheels and tyres are in very good condition. These are 17-inch 10-spoke design alloy wheels. At the back you do get a nice large boot, which I will show you shortly, as you can't open it from the outside when the engine's on. This car's got MOT until the 22nd of the 3rd 2022 and will come with a full Audi dealership history. Leather Atlas beige interior with a brown on the sides, in the back as well, and on the dash. It's quite an understated brown though, so it's not too in your face. It's really quite dark, so it looks black in some lights, but actually the combination looks pretty good, to be fair. It's a really nice combination to have, and the seats are very, very comfortable. Being the executive, you do get some nice seats. Just like sitting on an armchair in your lounge. So up front we have your rev counter on the left, speedo on the right, and then you've got your digital computer in the centre. So you do have a digital speedo, if you prefer that to an analogue dial, which I personally do. I think it's more accurate and just a bit easier to read. Then you have an onboard computer, so you've got your date and time, your fuel range, average speed, average MPG, things like that on there. You also have an efficiency program, which tells you more about your energy usage, and then you've got your cruise control set in there too. So when you set your cruise control, it will show what speed you've got it set at, and then you also have a reduced display if you don't want any of those distractions. So on the screen we have colour sat nav. The Audi sat nav system is very easy to use, efficient, and nicely up to date as well. I personally use Waze or Google Maps anyway, but if you do want to use the Audi sat nav system, it is there and it is a good system to use. You've also got your car settings, so you've got Audi drive select, you've got efficiency, comfort, auto, dynamic and individual drive modes. So efficiency is fairly self-explanatory. It makes the engine more efficient, keeps your revs down as much as it can and things like that. Comfort mode is best for around town, so the steering's a bit lighter, throttle response not as sharp, so it's makes it easier if you're crawling in traffic. You don't suddenly jerk forward when you put your foot down on the accelerator. It's nice and linear progression. And then you've got auto, so the car will judge what it thinks it should be doing and your driving style at that time and adapt to that style. And then you've got dynamic, which is your sportier setup, so it sharpens the throttle response, makes the steering a bit heavier, so it gives a bit more of a sporty feel. And then you have individual as well, which you can set various things. So you've got engine and gearbox and steering as well. So I've got engine, gearbox and dynamic, so you've got the sharper throttle response, but you've got the lightness from the comfort steering as well, so manoeuvrability is still really good. You've just got that sharper throttle response. You also have your servicing and checks on here as well, so you can see when your next service is due. You will get a reminder nearer the time, but that is just on there if you just want to check that. Then you've got Bluetooth for phone and music as well. And you also have CD player and Bluetooth audio, as I mentioned. You can also use SD cards for the audio as well, and then you get DAB radio too. So down here we've got CD player, you have your engine start stop, your SD, so one of those is, that one there is for the sat nav, so it's SD card based sat nav, whereas the other one you can use for your music, for example. You also get parking system plus, so you've got front and rear sensors with the selective display. That will come on automatically when you put the car into reverse, or when you're going at very low speed, say in traffic or something like that. If something gets too close to you, it will come up, but you can just turn it on and off just by pressing that button there. And then you've got your stability and traction control there too. We have a 2-zone aircon system, so you've got your heated seats as well, aircon, so you can sync both sides up as they are now, so when you change the driver, the passenger changes as well. Or you can have them both at different temperatures, which is more likely what you will have. Got a bit of a cubby hole down there, the keys currently in there, cup holders and a nice big glove box with a secondary there as well. And then you've got all your controls here, so you've got an electronic parking brake, hill hold assist, your engine start, your volume controls, and then all your shortcuts for your infotainment system, your swivel wheel, and then you've got these 4 buttons, because on certain menus, as you can see now, top left and top right, there's these little buttons here, so that's your top right and top left buttons, and to access those parts of the menu. And then you've got 6 predetermined buttons here, so you can set radio stations or contacts to those. For example, if you Bluetooth up, you can set a contact to those. So you press that and it will call the person you've set it to. So on the steering wheel, as you can see, we've got the brown steering wheel as well. You've got your multifunction controls for your screen there. So you've got your scroller and your menu button. You've also got different tabs as well, so the left and right button. You've got your media or radio tab there, so you can scroll through your music channels. You've also got your Bluetooth, so your contacts and calls will be on there, and then you have your nav as well. So when you've not got a destination programmed, it's just a compass, as you can see now. But when you do have a destination put in, it will tell you your next turning or anything like that. You also get cruise control, as I mentioned earlier. Floppy pedals if you prefer a manual style of driving. Automatic lights and heated electrically adjustable wing mirrors. Now you do also have this nice aluminium effect in here as well, so it just brings a bit of lightness to the cabin and breaks up the varying colours and things like that. As I mentioned, I will show you the boot as well. So there is just a little switch here to open the boot. So the boot, as you can see, is a very good size. It's a nice large boot. The car's fairly big itself. It doesn't feel massive when you're driving it, which is always nice when you've got a bigger car. And the back seats will go down if you need any extra space in there. You've also got a cubby holder in the side for some extra items, a soft bag or something like that. Yeah, all in all, very, very nice car. Very nice to drive, and it really does give you that. It's more of a luxury feel than anything else. The engine's good. The 1.8 petrol engine's a really strong engine. Nice linear power output as well, but yeah, it's a really, really nice car to drive. And if you do a lot of miles as well, especially with the executive seats, it is very, very comfortable and very easy to drive. This car will come with 6 months gold cover warranty, which can be extended for as little as £199 for an extra 6 months. We also have a range of finance options available, so if finance is something you're looking for, then we can help you out with that as well. If you need any more information on this car or any of the other cars we have in stock, please go to draytons.co.uk. Thank you.